Hi ladies, and welcome to the video today where I'm going to talk you through Trello. For those of you that haven't heard of Trello, the way Trello works is it's very much based on systems of having different boards, almost like you're sat in an office and you have different notice boards around you. So you'll have a board per subject or per week, depending on how you want to use it. And that's exactly what I'm going to run you through today. So with Trello, one of the best things is that you can have as many boards as you like, and you can tailor them really depending on what you want to have. So when you log in, this is what you'll see. This is your home page, and this is where your boards are. So I've got a range of boards, different templates set up for you to show you, but the most important ones are the ones that I've starred at the top, and you can see because they've got a little gold star there that I've starred them. So the reason I've starred these three boards is because I want to show you the three main ways you can use Trello, okay? It's probably worth mentioning the reason I've flagged these to you is because one of the disadvantages and actually advantages of Trello is that it's so customizable that actually it's really tough to get started. I speak to so many people every day that actually get stuck on how to start in Trello, because when you look at it, it's a blank canvas. And sometimes it's a case of, well, hang on, how do I get the most out of this? How is everybody else using it? And that's exactly why I wanted to run you through these three boards today. So project task boards, at the moment it's completely blank. We've just got a nice, beautiful photo there. What you need to do in Trello is you add a list. So imagine you've got a notice board and you've got a lined piece of paper that's blank at the moment, and you're just going to pin it up there because you know you're going to write a to-do list on there eventually. You just don't know what's going on there yet. That's what we're going to do here. Now for projects, when we're using it as a project task board, we set it up as stages. So this might be stage 1, click save, stage 2, and stage 3, let's say. Okay? Really simple here. So they are like my 3 pieces of paper on a notice board that I've just pinned up, and I'm like, right, that's gonna be stage 1, that's gonna be stage 2, that's gonna be stage 3. I just can't work out what I'm putting in there yet. Then we add an entry, what they call in Trello as a card, to each list. So if you had a project and your stage 1 has a number of steps, you might have step 1 to do this. You click add. Step 2, click add. Step 3, you get where I'm going with this. So it's really, really easy to add lists and add tasks to Trello. As you can just see, I did it very quickly there for you. Now, there are so many features in Trello that I'm trying to keep it as simple for you so you can get the most out of it. So one of the best things about Trello is that you can add tasks very quickly, as you've seen. If you type something, don't click save, or don't click add, it doesn't appear anywhere, okay? But it doesn't disappear. It does still stay there. You just need to click add, and it's there. If you want to edit it, you've got 2 ways you can edit it. You've got the quick way, which is clicking on this pencil here. And it's just going to give you the option to edit the name, change a few things. Okay, so let's put this in step 4. Okay, so that's changing that name, and you can click save. If we go back to this menu, you've got labels, which is a feature in Trello I'd encourage you to look at. It just basically allows you to color code different things. So you can click on a label, let's put it as green, or you can have yellow, orange, whatever, okay? Depending on how you want to use the labels. I use labels in my Trello for different products that I offer. So if this project was for my whole business, but step 1 specifically was for a product that I've assigned to green, I would just put that, okay? Really depends what you need to use it for. Again, super customizable depending on how you want to use it. You can assign it to members if you have a team. I'm not going to take you through that, but if you do, it's super simple. You can move this particular entry. So if I wanted to move it to stage 2, click on move, select the board, because I'm still on the project task board, that's fine. Then I change the list to stage 2. It's then going to ask me what position I want it in. Now, as you can see just above this grayed out, there's nothing in stage 2. It's automatically going to go to the first stage. If I was in stage 1, which is the current board I'm in, you'll see it says position 4, because there's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, so I can change it if I want to move it around. Okay, let's just leave it there. Or if you click on it, instead of clicking on the pencil, you can just click on here and it will open up the more detailed edit function for you here. So again, let's just quickly run through them. So you can add members, you can do the labels. Now with Trello, as I said, it can be super customizable and amazing for your task management that you can actually create a checklist, okay? So for example, if a task that you do all the time had 5 steps, okay? Maybe you're gonna be creating a social media post. But in order to do that, you need to say, write the post, create the graphic for the post, schedule the post, and post the post, for example, right? So it's 4 steps. You might want to create a checklist so that you don't have to write those 4 steps in every single time on your Trello. So all you need to do is click on the checklist, and let's put social media post, click add. So this is now telling me that I'm 0% the way through. So let's say, what did I say was the first one? Was write the post. And the second one is going to be create the graphic, if required. 3, schedule, post in my diary. And 4, you might even want to schedule the post on Facebook or just post directly. Okay, done. There are 4 things on that checklist now, okay? So when you start doing them, let's say you've done the first one, you've written the post, it's now going to come up that it's 25% complete. Once you've created the graphic, once you've scheduled the post, and once you've actually posted the post, okay? So this just gives you an idea of the amazing features in Trello for free, guys. So that's something you can do. You can also add a due date. So if you are using the project task board function, at the moment we've got no dates on it anywhere. And I mentioned that because in the next one we will, but in this one we don't. So let's say let's untick these. So you're 0% of the way through, but you know you need to have this done by tomorrow. Let's go 20th because it's the 19th today. I'm going to click save. It's now come up that it's due tomorrow at 12 because that's what I set it up to. Okay. You can add an attachment, and again, you can move, copy, and so on, as I mentioned. If you want to delete an entry, maybe you're like me and you don't like to see the ones you've completed, you just want to delete it and have a clean slate, you can click archive. Okay. That is the basics of creating items in Trello. Now you'll see very quickly, this is the one we edited. So step 4 DEF, you'll see it's now got a date, 20th of December, and it's got 0 out of 4 checklist items, okay? So it's great for you to be able to click in here and have a look at where you're at with the task, and you can see there. You can add a description, you can add comments, there's so many things you can do, but again, let's keep it simple here for you. Super easy thing as well, if you want to be moving stuff across, you can do. Really easy, drag and drop. Same with the cards, really easy drag and drop, okay? Let me take you through the week project task board. So I've got an example here for you. So week task board, again, completely blank because I thought it'd be great to be showing you. So the way I use Trello is I actually use Trello per week, and I set up my list per day. So I will have a list for Monday. I will have a list for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, super simple. And I basically set up my to-do lists at the beginning of the week, and I go, right, this is what I need to do the whole week, and this is what I'm going to do on a daily basis. So super easy. I can do write or create social media post. Let's say I want to create the graphic, and I want to post a social media post. Okay, really, really straightforward. I can drag them across. If I decide actually I'm running out of time on Wednesday, I'm going to move that to Thursday, I can do that. Or if I say actually no, I've got some time on Tuesday, I'll do it earlier, let's shuffle it all across, I'll do that. Again, you can go into it and add a checklist if you want to go into more detail, add description and add comments. In this way, you don't necessarily need to use the due date function because you've got it scheduled for Monday. Okay, you can still use it if you choose to, but I don't feel like it's necessary. So that is the weekly task board template, which you can use. It's one of the many ways that you can use Trello. And then finally, I'm going to take you through the progress and status board, which is probably the most common way people use Trello. So if you click on here, again, blank, so I want to show you how to set it up. And it's really, really straightforward. You just need to set up lists per progress stage. So simple one is to do. That's my to-do list. In progress, almost complete. If you wanted to have something like that, complete. All done. Okay. You put in all of your to-do list items in here. Social media post, create graphic, schedule post, post. Okay. Okay, example. So here we've now got it in the status columns. So it's to do, as soon as I've started it, I'm going to drag it across. Then when I've almost completed it, drag it across. Then when I've completed it, done. So by the end of the week, everything should have gone through the whole thing. It's great because it means that you can see them in the status and you can see what you need to do, what's all started, what's being complete, and so on. Okay, so that's another way of using Trello. So guys, that is Trello. If you have any questions, please let me know.